Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And in this era of belt tightening and recession, it's nice to know that some people are having some of life's little luxuries. Over £500,000 has been spent on apps for our civil servants, presumably because they're working so hard and they're so dedicated. But these apps aren't the ones you're thinking of. It's the likes of Kate Winslet reading them a little bedtime story. You think I'm joking? I'm really not. This is unbelievable. Let's look at this story. So here we are. Civil servants spend £500,000 of taxpayers' cash on mindless apps. Mindfulness apps, which have celebrities including Idris Elba and Kate Winslet reading bedtime stories to soothe the users to sleep. Civil servants have spent £490,000 of taxpayers' cash on these apps, and in the last 2 years, 6 departments have spent the money on services for staff. They include bedtime stories read by celebrities and guided mediation. I think they meant meditation, but they put mediation, but what do you expect from the Daily Mail? Anyway, coming up, the apps, which can cost around £10 a month, offer guided meditations, including sessions called Creating a Safe Space and Soothing Anxiety at Bedtime. Are we really saying that this country is run by people who need apps like this? Have they lost their minds? Are we being run by 7-year-olds? Will they want a little glass of warm milk and a biscuit? For fuck's sake. Anyway, the spending during a cost of living crisis has been slammed by critics, calling on the government departments to reflect on their spending decisions. Find out who's signing off this and fire him. If nothing else, his salary will help pay for it. In the last 2 years, 6 government departments have spent nearly £500,000 on the wellness services government contracts reported by the Telegraph reveal. The Department for Education, Department for Digital, Culture and Media, the Department of Sport, Department of Food, Environment and Rural Affairs were all subscribing to Headspace, an app founded by the former Buddhist monk from Bristol. The app, which is subscribed to by more than 2 million people, offers sleepcasts to help listeners doze off. I bet you these buggers are using it during office hours. Those of them that can be bothered to go into work. They include sessions titled Vineyard Sunset and Midnight Laundrette. DEFRA alone spent £266,000 on the resource for staff in the last 2 years, the newspaper reported. Find out who signed this off. Fire them. It's offering stories including stories read by Idris Elba, The Kingdom of the Sky, and Kate Winslet reading the children's bedtime story Thomas and the North Star. These are for grown adults. Why the hell have these people still got jobs? If anyone who gets this needs to be fired because they're obviously too immature, they need to go and do something more age appropriate as a job. You know, like colouring within the lines. Any civil servant that's using this needs to be fired. They're obviously too immature to do their job. And if they need children's books read to them by Kate Winslet to get them to sleep, unbelievable. Chris Advinson, head of sleep stories at the company, previously said that the narrated tales give adults permission to return to what was one of the most comforting and soothing experience they had as children. Fuck me, Bandy. The Cabinet Office was also buying meditative services for its staff through Unmind, paying $102,000 just for the Cabinet Office alone, for guided sessions and a personal journal for users to track their thoughts and feelings. What on earth is going on? Why is this even a thing? For Christ's sake, we cannot pay our bills in this world, and they're pissing money away on shit like this. This is the civil service. They're unaccountable, but we need to fire every single one of them. Get rid of the civil service. Here's the thing. If you actually got rid of the civil service and say you were going to employ private companies to do the same job, 1, you'd do it for 1/3 of the bloody wages, and 2, you wouldn't be pissing money away on utter shit. Because no private company would allow its employees to get away with this crap. Anyway, John O'Connell, head of the Taxpayers Alliance, told the Telegraph it will come as no relief to working households that civil servants are in a zen state while precious resources are being wasted. He added that civil servants should reflect on whether the spending is an appropriate use of funds. Breaking news, no, it isn't. David Jones, Conservative MP for Clwyd West, told the newspaper that Whitehall's duty of care does not extend to spending £500,000 of taxpayers' money on what amounts to little more than bedtime stories for adults. And a government spokesman told the Telegraph, "We're committed to delivering the best value for money, cutting waste and inefficiency, and ensuring every pound of taxpayers' money is spent in the best possible way."
So that was a fucking lie.
As a responsible employer, we continue to improve our approach to health and well-being in order to help employees perform at their best. It's a simple thing. You tell them, here's how it works. Do your job or you're fired. And if you do your job well, you can continue to do your job. That's all you need, because that's how the rest of us have to put up with it. I don't get bloody bedtime stories from Kate Winslet. I do my job, and if my employer says I'm doing my job, he invites me back to the next day. And if he says I'm not doing my job, I'm down the road. That's how it works. Fucking bedtime stories for grown adults. What a pile of shit. Anyway, I'm up and out and doing some of this one. What kind of people are employed by the civil service? People who need this kind of app to help them get through their lives. Grow up. You're not children. Why are you infantilizing yourselves? Oh, I'll listen to a little children's book read to me by a lady while I sip on my Ovaltine and cuddle my teddy bear. For Christ's sake, grow the hell up. Get a life. And if you want this app, fine. Pay for it yourself. Don't expect taxpayers to have to fork out because you are inadequate. I mean, it is true. I mean, I said that the person who signed this off needs to lose their job. They absolutely do, because they have shown a remarkable lack of foresight and judgment. It's appalling. What next? You know, you don't object to people having a cup of tea during the day. You don't object to them, you know, like that. There's simple sort of things that you can have, and you don't object to it. But £500,000 because these immature children that we're employing in the civil service are having trouble sleeping at night. It is absolutely ridiculous. No wonder this country's going to the dogs. We used to have real sort of strong-willed people running our country, and now we've just got a bunch of wimps. Anyway, I'm going to finish it because it's just beyond a joke. It's beyond parody. Anyway, if you like what you see and hear on the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notification of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, keep your teddy bear close, and goodbye.